Hollow Grove, a quaint village nestled amidst towering trees, held a secret. From the moment I arrived, a heavy fog hung in the air, suffocating the town's beauty and casting a sense of unease upon its residents. Little did I know, the true horror of Hollow Grove was about to unfold before my very eyes. As the sun dipped below the horizon, darkness settled over the village, revealing the true nature of Hollow Grove. Shadows twisted and danced. The whispers of unseen entities slithered through the trees, and an ancient evil stirred from its slumber. In the dead of night, unsettling sounds echoed through the streets, a chorus of haunting cries that pierced the silence. I found myself drawn to the heart of Hollow Grove, the dense forest that concealed its darkest secrets. Entering the woods, I was consumed by a palpable sense of dread. Branches seemed to reach out, their gnarled fingers clawing at my flesh, and unseen eyes watched my every move. It was as if Hollow Grove itself warned me of the horrors that awaited. Within the depths of the forest, I stumbled upon an abandoned cabin, its weathered exterior a testament to forgotten tales. Intrigued by the mysteries it held, I cautiously stepped inside, unknowingly crossing a threshold into a realm where the line between the living and the dead blurred. The cabin's atmosphere grew icy, as if the air itself had turned to frost. Shadows danced across the walls, their sinister waltz accompanied by the echoes of tortured whispers. The spirits of Hollow Grove were awakening. In the cabin's decaying rooms, I uncovered artifacts of forgotten rituals and unspeakable acts. It became apparent that the village had long been a haven for occult practices, a breeding ground for the darkness that now consumed Hollow Grove. The spirits, driven by malevolence, swarmed around me, their ethereal forms distorting with rage and anguish. Their torment seeped into my very soul, threatening to shatter my sanity. But I pressed on, determined to unravel the truth and put an end to the haunting. Research led me to the village archives, where dusty tomes revealed Hollow Grove's disturbing history. A coven of witches, driven by a thirst for power, had conducted unholy rituals, sacrificing innocent lives to fuel their dark desires. The consequences of their actions lingered, staining the very fabric of the village. Armed with knowledge, I sought the guidance of a wise elder, the only one who had witnessed the horrors unleashed upon Hollow Grove. Their voice trembled as they spoke of a ritual to banish the malevolent spirits, yet the price of success would be steep. Under the elder's guidance, I embarked on a treacherous quest. Each step through the haunted forest carried me deeper into the heart of darkness, closer to the confrontation that would determine the fate of Hollow Grove. At the center of the forest, a forgotten altar awaited. Its stones were stained with the blood of countless victims, a grim reminder of the atrocities committed in the name of power. It was here that I would face the source of Hollow Grove's torment. As I performed the ritual, incantations filled the air, echoing through the trees. The spirits, sensing their impending defeat, lashed out with furious vengeance. Shadows writhed and twisted, threatening to consume me whole. With unwavering resolve, I channeled the energy of the ritual, fending off the spirits' assaults. The battle raged, the very fabric of Hollow Grove trembling under the weight of the confrontation. The village's fate hung in the balance. In a climactic surge of power, I shattered the malevolent entity that had plagued Hollow Grove. The spirits' wails filled the air, their torment and rage dissipating into nothingness. Hollow Grove was finally free from its haunting grasp. As the sun rose over the village, a sense of peace settled over Hollow Grove. The fog lifted, revealing revealing a serene landscape untouched by darkness. The residents emerged from their homes, their weary expressions replaced with hope. The village slowly began to heal, its scars fading as life returned to its streets. Laughter and joy replaced the haunting cries that once plagued the night. The specter of Hollow Grove's dark past had finally been laid to rest. In the aftermath, I remained in Hollow Grove, now a guardian of its history and protector against the resurgence of evil. The stories of the village's haunting would forever be etched in my memory, a reminder of the horrors that can lurk in even the most serene corners of the world. Yet, as I walked the streets of Hollow Grove, a lingering unease remained, a whisper of the malevolence that once gripped the village. I knew that evil could slumber beneath the surface, and that my duty to protect Hollow Grove would never truly end. As night fell once more, I took solace in the knowledge that Hollow Grove was no longer haunted, but a chilling wind whispered through the trees, reminding me that darkness could never truly be banished, and that vigilance would always be necessary to keep Hollow Grove's horrors at bay.